Okay. Calling in my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Archangel Michael, please protect me and help me become a clear channel for my collective. So welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get my new channel up and running, to get these messages out there. So we've got some sort of university student who is very codependent and trying to destroy someone else's business. We've got predator, and then we've got blatant at stalking and gaslighting, narcissist, and lost soul, and entity attachment. So, and then we've got this drink cocktail. So they could be alcohol dependent. They may have struggled, throat chakra. They may have struggled with some sort of alcohol addiction throughout life. I'm sure we all struggle with like addictions, but I was just saying some sort of alcohol addiction at some point in life, and has become codependent on alcohol, and she is very codependent on others. We've got like for clout, and then we've got blind, like the deaf. So could be struggling with depression. We've got false reports coming out and secret enemies. So this masculine or feminine is involved in a lot of false reporting. False reporting. Lost soul. Again, she. A lost soul. Getting in on false reporting. Then we've got flying monkeys. So this university student is like a flying monkey. Then we've got a cock blocker. So trying to literally cock block. So this masculine or feminine is like literally trying to destroy someone else's business. And getting friends with this real friends. And then bullying in group gang. So they think that they're really gang. Yeah. They think that they're really gang. Bullying in groups. Twitter bird. So basically, you know that saying, a little birdie told me. So they're sending these flying monkeys to gather information to report back to this team of lost souls. So there's a team of lost souls, very devilish, very toxic, trying to block someone else's actual business and sex life on top of that. Trying to block someone else's business. We've got like the mind flyer. So the mind flyer is like from that film. It's a film what my girls love, or one of my girls proper loves it. Stranger Things, the mind flyer. So basically, with this entity attachment, that brain of these group of people are under the control of an entity attachment, and others needing an exorcism for one. Mind flyers, so some sort of mind control. So they like to manipulate and play mind games. Narcissistic people actually do like to do that gaslighting and some sort of mind manipulation. Breaking the chains. Maybe you're trying to break the chains. They are getting involved in some sort of fire magic. Having like some sort of, it could be some sort of camping. There could be some sort of camping where they try to do some sort of fire magic. Doing some sort of fire magic. Yeah, we've got tampering with energy field. So they're trying to, and then moon magic. So they've done fire magic and moon magic. Some fire magic and moon magic. Quite possibly with this Grim Reaper like skeleton type of sticker. They could have tried to do some sort of a death spell. So they could have been drinking around some sort of a fire, doing moon magic and trying to perform some sort of rituals. Tried to do some sort of conflict spells. And we've got a curvin. So they're linking to some sort of a curvin. They could have been doing some like beggars. They could have done a barbecue. I was getting some sort of meeting surrounding a campfire. Maybe could have been doing some sort of beggars, some sort of barbecue or something like that. Drinks, couple of beers, alcoholic beverages. And then started doing some sort of fire magic and moon magic. Bananas, they're absolutely bananas. They're absolutely bananas as well. How can they, well, they should be doing black magic anyways. But how can they expect any of these spells to work when they're pissed up? When they're pissed up, I was getting, with this fire magic, they've been writing on a piece of paper. They've been writing some things, what they want to manifest on a piece of paper. So they've all been writing down what they want to manifest on this piece of paper. And then they've burnt it in a fire. There was giggling and laughing and then talking about taking someone else's business down. They're all high on it in reverse, and we've got lovers. So it's a couple involved in doing that. And then we've got working, toil and labour, and then coughing to end somebody. Death magic. Doing some sort of fire magic. End somebody gift. An occupation. So end someone's occupation, end someone's work, end someone else's business. And that's what they wanted to manifest. That's what they wanted to manifest. Then we've got great fortune in reverse. So they could have actually all teamed together to steal someone else's great fortune and then try to do some black magic, fire magic, moon magic, sending flying monkeys and preying on the one who they'd took some sort of money off. Immature is what they are. Poverty in the upright and false person. So they're all fake and false. They're all fake and false. Maybe they're not all at university, but one or some of these people are university students who's wanted to take someone else's maybe work and inheritance and then end their business. That occupation, putting an end to that occupation. Theft. So they got in on theft and they was expecting to get away with that. We've got distant horizons. They wanted to just be able to travel around. Then we've got a house in reverse. They could have took some money, some will money. They could have took a home and then all gone inside of this home and had a campfire in the back garden. So had a campfire in the back garden, maybe had a moving in party and a little camp outside to do this moon magic and tried to maybe burn evidence. So if it is will money, they could have literally took that, took a home and then did a moving in party with some university students because one of them, who's the main ringleader, is at university or was at university or has just finished university and had some friends come on in for drinks and again maybe a barbecue with burgers because burgers has come out, so there could have been burgers, a barbecue, sat in this garden doing a little fire and a barbecue, doing moon magic, doing moon magic. Sudden wealth in reverse, a message of concern and change in reverse, and unexpected income. So they all literally grouped together and took that sudden wealth and wanted to split it between themselves. And wanted to split it between themselves. Wow. So theft and family room, and then poverty in reverse. It's linking to family who wanted to split everything amongst themselves. And it's Google. So they could have used Google to actually find a way or to do some sort of spells. They could have used Google to search that up. They could have used Google on how to claim someone else's inheritance and have them like try and do it so they don't find out. And then there was doing false reports on the person who they were stealing from. Yeah. 0. To have that person with absolutely nothing, leave them with 0, leave them with not knowing anything about it as well. So they're not wanting anyone to know about that. We've got a copy of signature, and then energy draining. So basically, the person who they have been doing these rituals on, they could have actually been burning a picture of this person on the fire, and they tried to drain that person's energy and do a lot of moon magic and manifestations. Post-traumatic stress. So someone in this connection could be struggling with post-traumatic stress. Maybe they wanted to bring post-traumatic stress. Evil eye. So projecting a lot of evil eye at the one who they are stealing from. They could already be under investigation. Clearing out energy field. So needing to clear out that energy field. They wanted to stop and block justice. They wanted to stop and block justice. And they want to creep on up all the time, like literally creep on up and create a tower moment. So constantly trying to smash that tower down. So everything that this person works for to build up, they are there to smash that tower down. So they have to keep rebuilding. So they love to destroy. They love to destroy. Voice changing app. So if they've been doing some sort of false reports, they've got a voice changing app, and they are literally trying to do some sort of like controlling voice changing app, trying to control the outcome, trying to change an outcome, trying to make a change, maybe in some sort of legal documentation, and tampering with some sort of legal documentation. Again, it could be will money. It could be will money. They could be trying to do some sort of insurance job. Phone hacker, account hacker, IP address, and copying signature. So they've signed someone's signature. They have signed someone else's signature to claim their stuff. And then they're sending evil eye using voice changer apps and literally trying to false report the one, use that person as a scapegoat. They wanted to stop and block justice because whatever they took, there's not wanting to give that back. So they could actually already be in a house or a home that was not actually rightfully theirs by law. Someone's actually, so maybe someone from university is inside of a house or a home what's not actually rightfully theirs by law, and it's wanting to split that money between themselves. Ooh. Wanting to steal that for themselves. Rites of passage, so they think that they have a right. Ambition in reverse, so trying to stop and block some sort of justice, trying to block and stop someone else's business. Maybe wanted, like, could have used that money to start a business. Greed, but they got greedy. They got really witty, cunning, awakening in reverse. They is not wanting that person to wake up to what they've done. Words. They are changing some sort of wording on inheritance. They are changing some sort of wording. Ambition in reverse. They wanted to block and stop someone else's ambition in their career, because they think they've got the right gifts. So there's not wanting this person to demonstrate or display their gifts, skills or talents. Jealousy and theft, because they're really jealous and they know they've got in on theft. We've got brother and sister, so it could be a brother and sister who is involved. A sister could have stolen from a brother, or a brother could have stolen from a sister, or a brother and sister could have stolen off another one of their siblings. Obsession. And then ambition in reverse. So they're obsessed with blocking and stopping someone else's business, their career goals, their ambitions. So we've got words. What's come out again? And theft in reverse. So they've copied someone else's signature. Copied someone else's signature choice. And with this matchstick, going back to that fire magic, maybe they was lighting matches to light this fire and doing burning evidence. There's burning evidence in this back garden. Got day boy and night girl. The day boy and night girl. So they probably did this at night time. This moon magic, obviously, they did the moon magic at night time, and the fire magic as well at night time. So fire magic under the moon, under a certain type of moon, obsessed with someone else's gifts or blocking someone else's gifts, obsessed with blocking someone else's business. So it's become a major, major obsession. So obviously if they've stolen some sort of sudden wealth, that sudden wealth could have helped this person start up their own business. Journey. To help them on that journey, gift in reverse, but they took that gift of sudden wealth, message of concern and change in reverse, and then unexpected income and high honour. So anyone who's actually got in on changing this legal documentation, they're high honour in reverse. They hold no weight, no ranking in spirit. They've all took a piece of the pie. Then they could have took power and control over a home. So we've got a main male and a community of people who's in absolute despair because they're all going to lose their jobs and they're going to lose everything what they've stolen. So him, along with a group of his pals, took that because they wanted to come out of poverty. They wanted to see someone else in despair and lose their business, end into that occupation, and did not want to see that person expand in business, career, any aspect, any area. And they put a lot of toil and labour, worked behind the scenes to stop this from coming to light. So obviously if there's some sort of false signature, fake signature, and maybe bearing false witness and pretending to be somebody else to sign for something what's not actually theirs, so they've duped, they've signed for something what's not theirs. Now they're living a life of luxury off the back of someone else's inheritance. And they've all took a piece of the pie. They've all took a piece of that pie. So camping out. Cake. We've got cakes. So maybe they had burgers. They had cakes. They were celebrating. I'm going absolutely bananas. Wow. So we've got 900,000 to £1 million. 900,000. So this could have been some sort of will money. What was like literally 900,000 to £1 million or more. Pizza. So we've got pizza. Maybe they was ordering a lot of pizzas, takeaways. Yeah, ordering pizzas, takeaways, burgers, just proper tanning someone else's money, cocktails, tanning someone else's money. And then they are playing dumb, which is a gaslighting. So what they've done to this person is literally playing dumb. Then we've got summertime road trips, anywhere, anytime. So they could have done some sort of road trips as well. Days out on the back of someone else's inheritance. Days out on the back of someone else's inheritance. Pizza, popcorn, getting all that. Could have even gone to cinemas with that stolen money. Again, just like literally living the life of luxury. Car, they could have actually, with that stolen money, stolen inheritance, bought a car. They could have actually bought a car. And then we've got suicidal, and we've got black magic backfiring, conflict spells. So with this black magic, what there's doing, or what there's done, that's all being returned to sender, and now I is getting that they're feeling suicidal because of all the conflict and drama, what's backfiring. They're feeling suicidal because of all the conflict and drama, dark energy work backfiring. They're very codependent, and obviously they're very very dependent on this stolen money. They're very dependent on this stolen money. Amsterdam, they could be planning to go to Amsterdam with this. They could have took a road trip down to maybe got a boat, could have got on a boat. Could have gone to Amsterdam, we got San Francisco. They could be planning to go to San Francisco, or they could have thought we could go to Amsterdam. 2233. They could have thought we'll go to Amsterdam with this money. We can go anywhere with this money. We could do road trips with this money. We can go to San Francisco. We can go here. We can go there. Going proper bananas with that splashing. Absolutely bananas. Some mad shopping sprees. Fake accounts. They could have opened up a fake bank account. They could have took that signature and someone else's identification, opened a bank account in their name, opened up a bank account in their name, so they could have opened up this bank account online. They could have opened up this bank account online, so they could have stolen that identity. I mean, if it's linking to family, it's going to be pretty easy for family to get hold of details. It's going to be pretty easy-ish for them to get hold of some sort of details. Like birthday, maybe even birth certificates, some forms of identification to open up a bank account. And then posing to be that person in order to sign legal documentation to have everything signed over to them, but it's not actually the rightful person. So everything's been signed over to the wrong person, which is obviously like illegal, and then falsifying, doing signature. They're about to lose everything. Fake email, so they could have a fake email account in this person's name. Camera, pictures. Okay, so they've probably got a camera or pictures of this person. And then we've got burning evidence of what's coming out, and we've got snakes. 5'4" could be significant. They've either done this to someone who's 5'4", or the main person is 5'4". Burning evidence. So they've done it. They've claimed everything. Then they've found evidence at this fire, probably drinking, partying, celebrating, eating burgers, cakes, pizza. You know, maybe if they just didn't even, they may not have done a barbecue. They may have got all takeaways and ordered burgers, chips, pizzas and stuff like that, and all sat there toxic. They're extremely, extremely toxic. Trickster spirit and distorted. So very, very distorted. Explore, there's an explore and a car. So they could have bought a car and thought that they will explore the world, or could have paid off a car. They could have bought a car. They could have bought, obviously, if it's like 900,000 to £1 million and they've split it amongst themselves, they've probably all bought a car. So they can all travel around together, meet up together, 900,000 and like £1 million. Theft, identity theft and fraud. Then we've got 1 million to 2 million, so it could be 900,000 to £1 million. 1 million to 2 million. I mean, if there's a few people involved, one could have got, like if it was 2 million, because it's 900,000 to £1 million, then £1 million to 2 million. If it was 2 million, one could have £1 million and one could have like 900,000, and then someone else who's got involved just took a couple of thousand each to participate. Drinks, popcorn, theatre, cinema, nature. We've got camping, so they could have done something to do with camping. And then practitioner dark magic. They've done some dark magic. They paid for dark magic. Then they've been camping. We've got raids going down. So maybe they are under investigation. And obviously, if someone's inside of a home, inside of a property, what's not actually theirs, and they're under investigation, well, there's obviously going to have to get turfed out of that property if it's not theirs. And then there's going to be like, well, where's all this money come from in his account? You know, checking any bank accounts, what they have. And then any evidence. Maybe there could be a van or a car. They could have a van or a car. A van or a car. Cocktail, so they could have a bar. So with all that money, they're probably stocked up on different alcoholic beverages. Promises in reverse, and theft, and entitlement and greed. So they've all been literally making promises with each other. Battling. We've got battling to take that, and making promises to each other that they would literally take all this and literally never make sure it gets out. All narcissistic, all gaslighting, and because they've done it for a long time, they are very good at manipulating. They are extremely good at manipulating. So we've got obsession, entitlement, and greed. I was getting that maybe if whoever they've done this to, masculine or feminine, they was probably asking, why does he or she get this, and why should he or she get this? Why should he get this? Why should she get this? Taboo, they could have been drinking a lot of taboo cocktails, making cocktail taboos. Making cocktails, maybe Jaeger bombs, fruit cocktails, making cocktails. So there could be someone who's got a background in working in a bar and being able to mix cocktails up and pour beer. So there could be somebody linking to this who's got a background in working in a bar, a pub, or a cocktail bar, or something where they can mix alcohol up, and they've been trained, like they know how to make mixes, make drinks, make alcoholic beverages. They know how to do that. So that's their gift and skills. What they've got to be able to mix cocktails and stuff together. Loyalty. So it's like they've all got loyalty to each other because of the money. Yeah. Yes. They've all got loyalty. Sleeping Beauty and Awakening. So literally not wanting the ones to wake up to that. Words. So they've written some sort of words, obviously, some sort of signature. Witty and cunning. So it's like they think that they can outsmart. So basically they think that they're really smart. Witty and cunning. Mentioning a burger is just making me want a burger now, to be honest. Awesome pizza. Witty and cunning. Witty and cunning is what they is, theft. So they've literally wanted to outsmart by doing this signature. But if someone is inside of a home what's not actually right for theirs by law, jealousy, so they're obviously jealous and they felt entitled to take it. Yeah, it's going to get raided. It was not their gift to take. Duty and ungrounded. So it's like they're all like, because they're all toxic and narcissistic, they've got a duty between themselves, some sort of agreement between themselves to say that the one who they've stolen from is ungrounded. That person's ungrounded. And they don't want to admit how greedy they are, and they don't want other people to see how greedy they actually are. But the truth always comes out in the end. So sending peace, love, and light, and justice will be served sooner or later. Hopefully sooner.